Commander, welcome. Let's get started right away.
Of course. I'm sure time isn't on our side.
It so rarely is. Galena Rance. I'm the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. But don't hold that against me.
It's an honor to meet you, Chancellor.
Honor's all mine. Haven't gotten to come to a briefing like this since my time in the 439th Bomber Wing.
This is Fleet Admiral Newman. He'll be commanding the naval aspects of Corellia's defense.
Not an easy task, unfortunately.
All right then. How do we defend Corellia? How do we save the Meridian Complex shipyard?
The captured Dark Counselor, Darth Savick, revealed much about the enemy fleet's capabilities. But she didn't know their attack plan. I've positioned our ships for maximum flexibility. Rapid reaction is our best hope.
How can the Alliance fleet help with the battle?
I'd like to keep them hidden on the far side of the planet Talos. Once we've seen the Empire's strategy, they can hyper-jump in wherever they'll be most effective. Savick has also revealed that the Imperial Armada will include a group of dreadnoughts equipped with Isotope 5 generators, and another with silencer superweapons.
Meaning?
The Isotope 5 ships will be much faster than standard, with far stronger shields. The silencers can destroy capital ships in a single shot.
What do we have that can go up against weapons like those?
We had hoped Admiral Revol's null cannons would be available in time, but the prototypes are still too unstable to deploy.
Alright, that's everything in orbit. How about planet side?
Anti-aircraft turrets and defensive shielding are already in place. So long as they remain operational, the facility will be safe from aerial attack.
And our ground forces?
We've deployed as many soldiers as possible to the Meridian complex, but it was built as a shipyard, not a fortress. We can only station so many troops in the facility before we end up leaving them exposed. So, the rest are positioned as close by as possible.
I've gathered as many Jedi as I could to join the defense, including volunteers from Corellia's Green Jedi. But there are still too few to repel a significant Sith contingent. Commander, we'd like you and your Alliance forces to join the ground defense group and help tip the odds in our favor.
If we stop the Empire in orbit, the ground defenses won't be necessary. You don't think Newman can handle his job?
I think we should prepare for all possibilities.
We are at a significant numerical disadvantage. Ground defenses are only prudent.
Sounds like everyone knows their job. The Republic's counting on you, friends. If we're gonna put up a decent fight going forward, we need that shipyard. Make us all proud.
Safe travels. Newman out.
We'll make our way to Corellia in my personal ship. There should be just enough time to cook up a nice rishkate and a pot of Gatalenton before we arrive.
Tao informed me of Arn's difficulties on Meksha. It meant a lot to her that you understood her concerns in being excluded from the situation. Recognizing when help is needed can be very important, but recognizing who should be giving that help, that can be even more important.
I should have given Tao the chance to help. She's actually doing a very good job with Arn.
Just as I expected. Now then, enough talk. We have a battle to win, don't we? Not to mention, I was in a Bacta tank the last time Daerun brewed this tea of his. I want to see what all the fuss is about. But you must admit, it's hardly the Sith approach.
I've grown far stronger working beside her than I ever could have become through treachery.
Intriguing. I suppose the Sith Code never specifically calls for the usurpation of the Master by the apprentice. Merely the pursuit of greater power.
Precisely. It's only natural that the strongest should lead, but the goal should be strength, not necessarily leadership. If one is truly strong, leadership comes inevitably.
A unique point of view among the Sith.
Perhaps that's why we aren't among the Sith now.
Is everyone ready to land at the shipyard?
We are indeed. Shuttles are prepped and gear is stowed.
Exiting hyperspace in the Corellia system, now.
Groups 4 and 5, position Orc 9. 6, 7, and 8, stagger column behind them.
Daerun here. Report.
The enemy arrived ahead of schedule. They're split into 3 groups we've designated Hound, Raptor, and Swarm. Energy signatures tell us Hound Group contains the Isotope 5 dreadnoughts. They're approaching our lines head-on at maximum speed. Following behind, Raptor Group, vertical halo formation to maximize field of fire. The silencers, covering Hound Group's approach. Swarm Group contains the bulk of the attacking fleet. They dropped out of hyperspace on the far side of the planet, well out of weapons range. Objective, Unknown.
Understood. How can we help?
Approaching the vector we're sending now to avoid Raptor Group's targeting range. Then make for the surface.
Admiral, it's Swarm Group. The vessel opened fire.
Open fire on what? We're out of range.
They aren't firing on us. They're firing on the surface, the cities. Residential, manufacturing. It's totally indiscriminate.
We have to stop them. Thousands, even millions could die.
We have no ships to spare. Only the Alliance fleet in reserve, and we need them to trap the silencers. Commander.
Stick with the plan. Have Admiral Ago sweep in to destroy Raptor Group.
Copy that. Moving in now.
Reading multiple new targets. They must have been hidden by Hound's energy signatures.
They're going to beat us to the surface. All shuttles, prepare for launch. A wave of Imperial dropships beat us to the surface. We're in for a fight.
Finally, solid ground. Nice flying. Arn, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We'll follow your lead.
Time to kick the Empire off Corellia for good.
All clear?
All clear.
You saved me. Thank you. Thank you!
Commander.
Tau, Arn.
We're all right, old man.
And this is?
Theron Cedrax, foremost authority on exotechnology and principal systems engineer of this once fine facility.
Where's Darth Malgus?
Sidetracked, stalled, diverted when I calculated that our physical security was insufficient. I rerouted all facility defense systems to a secondary control station near the top of the spire.
It's a miracle that you survived to tell us. How did you manage it?
Once I established my dedication to the pacifist ethos, I was deemed non-threatening and merely stunned. Presumably they recognized my genius and intended to press me into service. The Sith Lord, Malgus, he and the last of his troops set off up the elevators toward the secondary controls. You're not too late to stop them.
If you read me, you better hunker down. Some of the reinforcements got past us, and they are not in a great mood.
We can hold this level with our troops. You three, go on. Malgus must be stopped.
Come with us. We can fight him together.
No, seeing me alive will only fuel his rage even further. This is your fight, all three of you. Fight as one, and you can defeat him. May the Force be with you.
Malgus!
Commander, I've been looking forward to meeting you. And Towered Air, didn't you bring that old fool with you? I'm told he survived our last encounter.
Couldn't kill one poor old Jedi. You're slowing down in your old age.
Am I?
Alert! Shield power decreasing. Shield system failure imminent.
Shall we die together?
You think we'd give up so easily?
I think I will kill you easily.
Think again.
Destroyed all those years ago. I will show you the true nature of destruction. None of you have the resolve, the strength to beat me. commendable, but futile. So it wasn't just a story then. You actually destroyed him. You are strong enough. No matter. I will not fail. Your shipyard will crumble. Your republic will burn. Will not fail.
Shield power at 0%. Structural damage detected. Systems failures detected. Shield power restored. Structural support units deployed. Fire suppression systems activated. External defensive systems restored. Targeting hostiles. Now!
All forces, our assault has failed. The shields cannot be penetrated. Regroup at every point, Trish. Now!
All ships, regroup at the Meridian complex. Secure any remaining enemy forces on the surface and prepare search and rescue teams for deployment. We've won the impossible battle, but the day isn't over until we've gotten everyone home safely. Get to it.
Commander, we need to meet. The same location as last time. Your shortcomings demand explanation.
You told me to win their trust. I've done exactly that.
A competent agent could have allowed the shipyard's destruction without sacrificing their cover. In dealing with the Onderon situation, you achieved just that. You could have done the same on Corellia. As I said, a discussion is warranted. Meet me as soon as possible.
Well, if it isn't one of my new favorite people.
Tau escaped with only minor injuries. She'll be along shortly. Arn's recovery will take longer, but he'll be all right.
All Corellia forces are still on alert, but it would seem Malgus has escaped us once again.
One miss in a day full of hits. We'll get him eventually. The production lines are firing back up in a matter of days. We'll get new ships to our frontline units in no time. The Empire committed a lot to this attack. They're going to be hurting for a while, and we'll be ready to press the advantage.
We've spent a lot of time with our backs to a wall. It will be good to finally take the initiative.
Couldn't agree more. So, here we are. If there was anyone left who needed proof that we're lucky to have the Alliance on our side, they've got it. As it happens, we've got another initiative spinning up that I think you could be a big help on. General?
Task Force Nova. A joint military and civilian effort to help the Jedi rebuild their order.
My research suggests that there are still countless Jedi scattered across the galaxy. We will find them, and we will build them a new home.
You're not planning to rebuild on Tython?
Tython will remain a stronghold of the Jedi, but we have been separated from the rest of the galaxy for too long. Our new home should be found amongst the people of the Republic, not hidden away.
For the Republic to survive the troubles ahead, we need the Jedi back at full strength. And we can't make that happen without you and your alliance.
Master Nosteral and I will stay in contact as we work out the details. For now, rest and recover. You've earned it.
May the Force be with you, Commander.
Until next time.
The body count is too high.
Soldiers die in war. The reasons are immaterial.
Those people the imps bombarded on Corellia weren't soldiers.
Theron?
I know you didn't pull the trigger on all of those civilians, but you're helping the people who did. I trust you to make the right calls. But it doesn't seem like you can trust them to do the same.
A spy really should be more flexible. Shall we stop by the cantina? I understand one of the generals is offering free drinks for anyone with an impressive Corellia story.
After the action we saw, we'll bankrupt the poor guy.
Well, if he wasn't ready for the risks, he shouldn't have started the tab.
Hey, need a minute of your time.
By all means.
Arn is still in the med bay on one of the corvettes. They didn't want to risk moving him. Still a lot of work to do. I tried to help him as we fell, to reach out in the Force, but we just weren't synced up. Even so, we both survived against Darth Malgus. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been there. Thanks.
Do you know how long it'll be before Arn is on his feet again?
Weeks, probably. They might have to bring in a specialist from Daycott 7 to help with the cybernetics. Apparently they're pretty complex. There's one other thing we should talk about. When Arn and I were buried in all of that wreckage, we didn't dig ourselves out. We had help.
From whom?
From some long-lost friends.
Kira. Scourge.
We meet again, at last.
Wait. You're the one who attacked me on Mech Shaw. You've been following me, watching me. Why?
A necessary test.
And you passed.
What are you talking about?
The Emperor, Tenebrae, Vitiate, Valkorion, whatever his name. He was a part of you. We all felt his destruction, but he has always been a master of deceit. We had to be sure that he wasn't lingering in your mind, hidden, waiting to come out only in the most dire circumstances. Now, we are sure.
I'm so glad to see you both. After all these years, I'd feared the worst.
Ours has not been an easy road. There is much to tell, but we can't risk saying more here. Let's travel to your base on Odessen. It should be safe for us to talk there.
About what?
The final gruesome weapon of Tenebrae.
You are uniquely positioned to ensure an Imperial victory on Corellia. You failed to do so. What is your explanation?
I'm the hero who saved the Meridian complex. The Republic will trust me implicitly. Think of how much I can do for you now.
I hope your future contributions can outweigh the gargantuan price of this loss. Despite your questionable judgment, my master has chosen not to discard you.
Your master?
Darth Zarion, we meet at last. This task force you've been asked to join, it is rife with opportunity. Through you, our ancient enemies can finally be eliminated. Without their strongest defenders, the Republic will crumble into dust. Remain in contact. You may soon become the instrument of the Empire's ultimate victory.